Hello, this is Talon with Old Guy Stuff, and I've got three parts to this video. One part Suzuki requested that I make available to them, and the rest of them is why we're doing this in the first place. So I sent a message to Suzuki. Said my wife recently visited Japan and purchased a Suzuki SCX-48 for me. Many of the notes were either terrible sounding or were not playable at all. Many are so out of tune that the instrument is unusable. Okay, now I didn't get it right away when she came home from her trip because she was waiting to give it to me for my birthday, which was a month or so afterwards. Okay, but let's give you some examples, and I'm going to do a demonstration playing on this near the end of the video. Hole 1, below is C, and that note sounds great. Hole 1 draw is lower than hole 1 slide. Now, slide should sound a C sharp / D flat, that's the enharmonic spelling, whereas the draw should sound a D a half step higher than a C sharp or D flat. But on this instrument, that's not the case. This happens on several holes. When I open the instrument to make the necessary adjustments, I noticed that several parts are missing and there are horrendous scratches all over both reed plates. Remember this part here because I'm going to refer back to it. So then I continued. I showed this on a review video, and I've got the link to that right there. If this was a low-end $20 harmonica, I'd be annoyed, but just chalk it up to wasting $20. But it was 20,000 yen. That is 150 US dollars with the exchange rate. And I would like Suzuki to make this right. Now, I was not trying to get anything free from them. Okay. I'm willing to send a defective harmonica to your office for inspection and would like a replacement that has 0 defects and is tested, since that is what my family expects from Japanese quality, especially from Suzuki. I'm a retired professional musician and music teacher, so this is important to me. And I said thank you because I'm trying to be polite. And just for the record, I have been a professional musician and professional music teacher for more than 30 years. So I do know how music instruments are supposed to sound. Here's what Suzuki had to say about this. Thank you for reaching out to us. We read through your message and checked the video. Now, on the video, I did not do any playing. I just showed basically what is wrong with the inside of the instrument. I did not play a note. They put, we read through your message and checked the video. Here's our comment. Hole 1 draw note sounds lower than hole 1 blow side push. We think you're bending the note. Now, how would they even know this? I didn't play it. But they're assuming this. Okay, so that it sounds lower than the hole 1 blow slide. No, and I'm going to demonstrate this since you want me to demonstrate it. Some reeds are not attached on higher notes. I never said that. What I said, or there are parts that are missing. I never said anything about the reeds. They put all reeds are placed. We suppose because there's no valves attached on a few holes on the higher registers, so you thought there were no reeds attached. Nope, that's not the case. And if it was the higher register thing, well, explain the other ones that were missing too then. This is the specification Suzuki chromatic harmonicas. Okay, so a totally scraped up reed plate and missing other parts in there. That's your specification. So maybe I should never buy your instruments again. Please carefully assemble the SCX-48. Especially be careful not to touch the valves. Thank you. Seriously, guys. So here's my reply to their reply. And remember, I'm trying to be polite. So thank you for taking your time in replying. First, there's no bend in my draw on hole 1. I use the exact same technique on my Conjurer 1040, and I'm going to demonstrate that, and get a perfect D every time. Second, I never indicated I thought there were no reeds. I show that the white tape that is covering most of the reeds are not on 5 of the reeds at all. They apparently were never put on the instrument when the others were attached. And third, nothing accounts for the multiple scratches and scrapes on what was purchased as a brand new instrument. This is a case where quality control dropped the ball. I would really appreciate if I could send this defective instrument to you and you can repair and send it back to me. I do believe in Japanese quality and its customer service. Thank you for your help, and I look forward to hearing from you. Wait till you hear their reply. Oh, here we go. Thank you for your response. Could you send us a video clip where you play? I think they mean play, but remember, English is a second language for them. So, they might mess up a little bit. Now, I've got no problem with that. So I think they mean play. Okay, send us a video clip where you play first octave and third octave so that we can see how it is wrong in the SCX-48. Well, I'm gonna give them all the octaves actually. Concerning the said scratches, which ones are you referring to? Hey, I'm referring to all of them, guys. A brand new anything should not be covered in scratches. I mean, what's wrong with you people? As far as we can see, the reed plates, we are not able to see any fault that affects sound and playability on the instrument. I didn't say that about the scratches and scrapes. I'm saying it plays like crap. And when I look inside the instrument, there's missing parts, and it's all scraped to hell like somebody just kicked it along a sidewalk. Thank you. Best regards. Well, I'm going to show you some images of this harmonica, the inside of it that I had on the other video, and then I'm going to attach also me playing on this one and comparing it to a much less expensive one that's almost identical in nature. Okay, so we're going to show a few images of the inside and what I'm going to do to meet their requested playing requirements. Okay, now this is not the entire replay, this is just part of it. Okay, I will show multiple images though. Okay, but if we look over in here, yes, it's missing the white tape that they're calling the valves. It's missing that on these two. Okay. A little bit bigger picture of the other end, and you can look along here and see these huge scratches all over this thing. And it looks worse in person than it does in the picture. Okay, and this is on the other side. Now they're saying it's missing the valves on the higher notes because that's in their design specification. Okay, I get that. But what about this one? This is like the highest note on the instrument, and it's got it. So what about your specifications now, guys? I mean, this is quality control screwing up at the assembly line. And you people should actually test these instruments before they get sold to the public. Period. So here's the other side, right? So yeah, we could be led to believe that, yeah, the high notes are not going to have the valves, or what I'm just calling white tape. They're not going to have this. Fine, right? But that does not explain the one on the higher note. See, they're just trying to BS me because they don't want to actually make this right. I'm pretty sure Suzuki knows they send out some screwed up products, and it's one of the things in Japan where if you buy a product, you can't really take it back and get a refund or an exchange without them totally trying to humiliate you and make it as difficult as possible. And that's the case here. This is what Suzuki is doing. Okay. Okay, so this is what I'm going to play for them. They just wanted the first and third octave. Okay. And the numbers are the holes, and if it's got the letter D, it's straw. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a C major arpeggio going up. I'm just going to slur. I'm not tonguing any notes. And then I'm going to draw going down, and this is going to be a B half diminished 7 arpeggio. Excuse me, half diminished 6/5 because it is an inversion. Okay, as we're going down, and we're going to land on the tonic of the key. All right. Those are holes 1 through 4. I'm going to do the second octave, 5 through 8 on the blow, 8 through 5 on the draw, ending on the 5 blow. And I'm going to do this on the higher octave. Now, I'm going to do these 2 lines on the Conjurer, which is only $50 as compared to the 20,000 yen, which is roughly $150 for the SCX-48. I can't really do that. This one here, the highest octave on the Conjurer, just because it doesn't have holes 11 and 12, but you know, that to me, that's not such a big deal. I can't see going around playing extremely high stuff unless I'm playing trumpet. So I will play this though, and you're going to notice that it is really horrendous. So let's get to that part. Okay, we just saw an image of the exercise I'm going to play on these for octaves 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to do a comparison. This 150 US dollars, which was 20,000 yen, and this $50. Now, this one's got 12 holes. This one's only got 10, so I can't play all the higher notes just because the holes don't exist. Okay? And so you know how the exercise is supposed to sound. Same exact technique that I'm going to do on this one. Let's give another go on that, starting on hole 4, drawing, going down, but I'm going to make sure I've got hole 4 on the blow first. Well, so far, the inexpensive one wins. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on holes 5 through 8. Same exact exercise, just an octave higher. Now, there was no bend in this. I'm blowing exactly the same intensity, the same tongue arch, the same oral cavity going on in my throat, everything. Can't say I was bending that. Okay, well, this one has a 9-10, but it does not have 11-12. Okay, so high register on the inexpensive one. Comes out okay. Guys, let me send this to you. Get your people to play on it. So you know I'm not just bluffing with screwing it up on purpose. I want you people to get your best players that you have there in the office or on the assembly line to play this. And then get back with me on it. I'm not looking for a freebie. I'm not trying to get you to send me stuff. I just want this to be right. And I don't think I'm asking too much. I can afford $150 if it got wasted, but I don't like that. But for some people, they got to save up for 6 months or a year, and they get this, and they think, oh, I get home, I'm going to be so happy with it. And then they're going to realize they wasted the money. And as it is right now, I cannot recommend your company for music instruments to anybody when I can get something much less expensive that plays 100 times better. Well, you wanted a video? Here it is. And I'm going to put this up on my YouTube channel, and I'm going to send you the link to it. Guys, I just want you to make this right. I'm not trying to get freebies. Okay? I'm not trying to get anything out of this at all other than the harmonica fixed. That's it. Wouldn't y'all do the right thing and be respectable? This is Talon with Old Guy Stuff. Have a safe, happy, peaceful, wonderful day, and goodbye.